everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today we are making a gentle eye makeup remover that is a biphase makeup remover. Biphase, if you're not familiar with the term, means that the lipid and the water in the formulation, the lipid phase and the water phase in the formulation will not be emulsified. They will separate in your bottle, and the idea is that you shake before use. These are really popular, particularly with younger people, and they do look really pretty in the bottle. I've started the water phase. I apologize, I thought I had turned the camera on and I hadn't. So I do have my water and I do have my colorant in there. I've chosen pink because I am using watermelon extract in this along with chamomile extract, and I just thought the pink would kind of be pretty and accentuate the watermelon. Please forgive me, today's video, unfortunately, I ran out of pipettes yesterday and my delivery is expected today for them, so I will be pouring as opposed to using the pipettes like I normally do. We're going to go ahead and add our humectant to our water phase. I've chosen glycerin and propylene glycol for this formulation. I did get a mini scale just so that for some of these formulas, I generally weigh the ingredients out before so you guys don't really have to sit through that, but I got this small scale so that on occasion for some of these I can. Here's my propylene glycol. I've also chosen chamomile extract. Now again, this is water soluble extract. If you are going to remake this and you need to purchase your chamomile extract, this one is from Windy Point. If you're in the US, Formulator Sample Shop has some great options as well. Chamomile is fantastic for eye products because it's soothing, it's gentle. And I've chosen watermelon extract more for our marketing story than anything. And this is from Formulator Sample Shop, which has such a wonderful variety of extracts to choose from. Okay, and then of course we need our preservative. I've chosen Liquid Germal Plus. And the reason for that is I tend to lean for it because it's a really universal preservative. It works well, but it also has such a broad pH range. And for this particular formulation, you really need the broad pH range. Because unlike some cleansers, this is, the pH is going to be higher than it would be for a lot of products. So there is our water phase. We're going to give it a good stir. Now, before we get into our lipid phase, we need to check and adjust the pH of our water phase. I'm going to use strips for this just because I know many of you don't have a pH meter. I will do a video on my particular pH meter and the importance of investing in one. I do always say that if your first investment piece of equipment should be an overhead stirrer. Okay, so we want our pH of our water phase to be between 7 and 7.5. Now, we are sitting at 7 with the pH strips. Now, we don't know 7 point what. So in this case, I'm not going to adjust it. It's fine as it is. I will do another video kind of going over the difference between pH strips and a good pH meter. I can show you my pH meter. Well, I've got you guys here, but I will do a completely separate video on this. I don't use it a lot on camera just because I try to make formulations for you guys to follow along with that aren't extremely pH sensitive, because I don't want anyone making them and not being able to adjust the pH properly, and then of course the formula won't turn out. So I have the Hannah pH meter, but again, I'll do a separate video on this. This is just the one that I have, and I love this one. It's fantastic. Okay, so now to get into our lipid phase. Now for our lipid, we are going to use cyclomethicone. Now, for those of you that do want to keep the formulation a little bit more natural, this is not 100% natural formulation, and it really can't be turned into 100% natural, but you can minimize the synthetic ingredients. So I've chosen cyclomethicone. It's a volatile silicone. It is completely safe. I'm going to go over again in another video, as well as on Patreon, in depth. It will be a lot more in depth on Patreon, how products penetrate the skin and how deep of penetration you can get with a cosmetic product. There's a lot of misinformation in regards to this, and cosmetics don't enter your bloodstream. And I know that's a kind of a myth that's out there that just isn't true. Okay. I'm really missing my pipettes for this one. Okay, and now I've also chosen isopropyl mestarate for this. Forgive me if I pronounce things wrong. I am not fantastic with pronunciation, and I fully own it. Okay. Now I will be releasing a couple of different makeup removers. This is just one of many. Now you could also add vitamin E in here if you wanted to. It would be completely for your marketing. If you wanted to include that it had vitamin E in it, most definitely you can do that. You would need very, very little. And again, it's not really serving any purpose in this other than to just, I'll put a little tiny bit here. It is really strictly for your marketing. Okay, so now we've got our lipid phase. Let me just grab another whisk. Now, I know I hand mix a lot for my videos, I don't a lot when I'm making products off of video, but I will be introducing some products to you guys that you will need an overhead stirrer for, but I don't want to, I know not everybody has one, but for those of you that do, it would be, it'd be nice to share them with you guys and for you guys to be able to make some of them. Now, I took a bottle out for this formulation. Oh, it's right next to me. Okay, so I am using a bottle with a disc cap for this, so that it's easy to kind of put onto a makeup, like remover puff or cotton pad. Now, hopefully I don't do what I did yesterday when I recorded this and have my hand shake and spill a huge portion of it. So I've poured my water phase in first, followed by my lipid. Now it won't take long to completely separate. It will, you know, it's gonna take a few minutes, but the idea is that you've got your water on the bottom, your lipid will rise to the top, and then you shake before use, and you've got like a nice watermelon kind of tonic look, and this won't stain your eyes. You do not have to add colorant. I did because it looks so much nicer in the bottle when those phases do separate. So that's just what I opt to do and what most brands opt to do as well with these. So this is really easy to make. You know, because we've chosen such light lipids, you're not going to have like an overly greasy feeling when you're removing your eye makeup. It's, you know, really simple, extremely gentle, and really pretty in the bottle once those phases do separate. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a wonderful day and happy formulating.